Hi guys, Franco here, bringing you a brand new video here today. Got a classic event on F1 2017 career mode, episode 5. We are in Brazil at the moment doing a checkbook challenge in the 1998 McLaren MP4-13. Basically, we just have to go through all the points. I had to do this twice. I didn't get it the first time, but as you can see, we're just about to run out of time. We just get it with a second to go. We had 15 seconds onto the time. We're about to finish the objective with 10 seconds to go. I was like, oh no, we're not going to get it, we're not going to get it, we're not going to get it, we're definitely not going to get it. We just got it with 3 seconds to spare, so I just went, okay, that's it. But that was the invitational event. This hopped straight into qualifying. But here we are in the computer. We're using our 5th unit already. We're just going to take a penalty in Spain as we just didn't want to. I'm not very good at Spain and the car's extremely low at Spain, so I thought why not just run a really quick engine. We also chucked in the 5th gearbox, so that gave us an extra penalty because that gearbox was running out of gears, as you saw in Russia. If you didn't see, there'll be a link in the description. But let's hop straight into quali.
Circuit to Barcelona, Catalonia for the start of today's qualifying session. It won't be long now until we're ready to join the action down at trackside. Looking at this field today, Ants, do you think we're going to see anyone take a chance? Maybe run the harder of the available compounds and save some of the grippy tyres for the race tomorrow?
Well, I'd be surprised in all honesty. It's only the front runners that really have the pace to get away with that. And even then, at the end of the day, it's a big risk. Track position is the most important thing, and it's rarely worth sacrificing for a slightly more optimal strategy in the race, so I doubt we're going to see anyone trying it. I have been wrong before though. We certainly do see some risky decisions every now and then, and it's a gamble that's sometimes worth taking. But if it were me in the car, I would want to be on the fastest tyre for my qualifying lap, without a doubt.
Well, we are coming into our first lap in Q1. We've been off the pace pretty much all weekend, like with every other event, but we're just going to come to the end of the lap here. The Hulkenberg put in a 121.0. We're going to come across the line and put in a 121.5. Kimi ended up putting a 119. We dropped the P4, but here comes our second run in Q1 at the end of the session. We're already getting time here, and we'll just jump to the end of the lap. We're up by half a second, so this should put us up into the 10. We got P11, 2 seconds down though. We're only 2 seconds down, so yeah, we went 2 seconds down, but we're going to go for another lap here at the end of quali. Only a 10th up, and we jumped into P10, I think. Let's have a look. P10? Yes, P10. So it looks like we might have to pace for Q3 pace, jumping into P10 there, but we got P10, Ricardo and P5 on the mediums, so that's pretty bad that we were pretty slow. But here comes our first run in Q1, all new engine. Shouldn't have any issues with the engine this whole race, quali and race, but pretty much just get to the end of the session, the lap here in Q2. Oh, we actually didn't show it, we didn't record it. We got a 120 for our first lap, and then that put us 10th. That was our first lap, we went at the very end. But here comes our first lap in Q3 here. Let's see how we do really. Ricardo put in a 120 flat, and we're going to come across the line and put in a DRS open, a 120.6. So we're 6/10 off the pace, but here we go to start our second run here. No one else has put it in the lap yet. There's a minute 20 to go, so I couldn't really see what pace we're on, but we're only a 10th quicker. And we're in P5 at the moment, but we crossed the line. And we don't, do we go for another lap here? We go for another lap, but we end up stuffing it up, so we just cut the track and we head into the pits. Lewis Hamilton end up going to the top, but qualifying doesn't really matter because we're going to be starting from the back anyway, and hopefully that we can get a good start.
Hi, it's Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
So finished 6th and beat Daniel Ricciardo and 5th in the championship. We just looked at the nothing here, I think. I think we checked, yeah, engine and power unit. I was thinking of putting it back to the weird ones just to destroy it, but I decided not to, so we'll head straight into the race. Here we are on the grid.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them.
It's going to be a two-stop here. Softs, then mediums. We end up putting an Aero 6.6 wing just to be basically balanced, but here we go, just about to start the Spanish Grand Prix, 5 red lights, and away we go. It was a pretty decent start compared to Ericsson's, but that's basically because we have more torque off takeoff. But coming into turn 1 here, coming very long straight, but dive down the inside, about 2 cars there, 3 cars there. We crash into Verline. He spins out. That wasn't really our fault. We had the outside line and then the inside line for the next corner, but coming in to start sector 2 here, deep on the brakes, we overtake Alonso there. On the throttle, we end up getting Alonso, and then down the inside of Perez and Kvyat here. We get a better run. Oh, we get a bit tail happy coming out of that corner there. Kvyat had us, but we had the inside line for the next corner, so that pretty much gave us the position there. But Magnussen is next, so we should get Magnussen down the straight here. He's got a better power unit than we do, so Magnussen should get us down the straight. But deep under brakes, we put our nose down in the middle and we get it done. The second lap, coming down the main straight, we dive down the inside of Science. We hold it around the outside, we nearly make contact, and Hulkenberg is next. And we nearly go for the dive there, we nearly ran the back of him there, but we're close to him again. Kimi Räikkönen puts in the fastest lap. He gets a better run out of the chicane, but lap 3 now, just past Hulkenberg. Wasn't a very good pass. We threw our hand up there, but that was the pass done. We got Palmer next. Same lap, further on. We dive down the inside. Stroll locks up. We nearly crash into him because he locks up, but we got the job done on Palmer, and Stroll should be an easy target coming down the pit straight. DRS open here, and pretty easy compared that we don't have very good straight line speed, but we have DRS. He's obviously on some Warner soft tyres or something, or he's running high downforce. But a couple of laps later, we come into the pits for our first pit stop to hop onto the mediums. Pretty good entry there. I was like, oh no, we're going to stuff it up, but it's a pretty good entry into the pit lane. Get a pit stop here, hold the clutch. I didn't release the clutch. I had to engage it again. I let it go before we dropped. So that technically would have been an unsafe pit exit there if it was actually, they did that, but they don't do that. So we're going to come out in P17. Grosjean is ahead of us, but a couple of laps later we catch up to Ericsson. Ericsson's really slow. He started on the mediums, so he's on some pretty worn mediums, but he's holding us up here. We're trying to keep up with Magnussen, but our straight line speed is so much better. Deep on the brakes, and Kimi Räikkönen keeps putting in the fastest lap. A couple of laps later we finally catch up to Grosjean. It was Grosjean, not Magnussen, sorry guys. But just as we caught up, he pitted to put on a new set of, I think he put on some hards to run to the end, but we end up jumping for Vettel, which I was a bit surprised that he pitted for hards and didn't go 2 stop and pit for mediums. But Hamilton also jumped onto the hards, and here comes Vettel on lap 19. We end up deciding to box a lap early because our tyres were destroyed. We tried to get a slipstream off Vettel, but it didn't really happen, so we ended up losing that position. Besides that, lap 19 we come in and pit. I stuffed up this a couple of times, so I had to rewind, but you won't see that. We should see my good one. Just get in, pretty slow this time, but you can see how good our team is. We're in P6 at the moment. Hulkenberg should pit in a couple of laps time. Pretty good lap, 2.5 seconds. Hulkenberg jumped us. We're out of where we need to finish. Sainz, Magnussen should get us, and Kvyat and Massa gets us. Massa ended up jumping. Massa was in front of us, but so we gained a lot of time on Massa. But a couple of laps later, we catch up to Massa. We dive down the inside of Massa. He's on the hard, so he's on the harder compound tyre. So we had the faster tyre over him. We had the inside line. He ended up crashing into me. So he spun out. I was maybe hoping for a safety car, but didn't end up coming. But really close to Kvyat now. But he ended up pitting. So we're going to jump a couple of spots here. We're going to jump into P9. But nothing else happened after that. It was a really long race to do nothing really. But Kimi Raikkonen won the Spanish Grand Prix. And here we go, coming across the line to finish the Spanish Grand Prix in PC.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you pulled through. Thank you.
Time for the podium, and as the drivers make their way out, there's a familiar red suit making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari. And after
As you can see here, we jumped a lot of positions, but we jumped back up in the championship. Who's the driver of the day? It was me, by the way. Sorry about that. Cut it off.
Look, I'm good at my job, but there's not much I can do if you're not holding up your end of the bargain. They need to see better results, and soon. Understand?
Well, Red Bull aren't liking us, so we're going to have to improve in Monaco and Canada. We're going to be getting the engine upgrade in Canada, but as you can see, they don't like us. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and peace out from down under.